What if the universe we live in isn't the only one, and never was? Is our reality, our entire universe, just one in an endless cosmic fabric? A single version of existence among countless other universes, each unfolding with different rules, different outcomes, and perhaps different versions of you? What was once a topic of science fiction is now a serious possibility that is evolving from the frontiers of modern physics. The multiverse is not yet a proven concept, but the more we learn about quantum mechanics, cosmology, and the origins of our universe, the more it seems we may be standing on the edge of something unimaginably vast. Since 1924 and Edwin Hubble's discovery that the universe was more than just our Milky Way galaxy, we believed that the universe we are in was everything that there was in the totality of existence. But that assumption has been slowly breaking apart. Several major theories in physics now suggest that what we call the universe may be just a tiny sliver of a much larger layered reality. One where our universe is not a singular concept, but is a plurality of universes, thousands, millions, billions, or perhaps even an infinite number of alternate realities existing beside our own. One of the most compelling ideas comes from cosmic inflation. It's a theory that suggests the universe underwent a sudden and violent expansion in the first trillionth of a second after the Big Bang. This burst of inflation wasn't necessarily uniform or evenly distributed. In fact, according to one version known as eternal inflation, different regions of space could have stopped inflating at different times, creating isolated bubble universes. Each of these bubbles would be its own universe, disconnected from the others, with its own set of distinct physical laws. Our universe is just one of them. There could be other universes that contain nothing but radiation, or perhaps galaxies that are made of entirely different elements than ours, or even universes that contain no matter at all. Some might only last for seconds, while others will exist for trillions of years, similar to our own universe. It's a mind-bending concept, but grounded in real physics, specifically the solutions Alexander Friedman derived from Einstein's field equations. His work showed that general relativity allows for a universe that contracts, expands, or evolves over time, laying the mathematical foundation for modern cosmology. There is also the quantum version of the multiverse, which is perhaps even more unsettling. In quantum mechanics, particles don't have fixed states until they're observed. They exist in a haze of probabilities. When you measure one, it snaps into place. But what happens to the other possibilities? According to the many worlds interpretation, they don't disappear, they split. In one version of reality, the particle may appear in one place, and in another, it appears elsewhere. In one universe, you turn left. In another, you turn right. Every quantum decision causes a split, branching reality into new versions that unfold separately, endlessly multiplying with each new event. Every quantum event triggers a fork, creating a new version of the world that forever multiplies. This concept might sound radical at first, if you look only at its surface, but what it does do is elegantly solve certain paradoxes in quantum theory without the need for any special exceptions. It's a clean mathematical fit and implies that there may be an infinite number of each of us living out a slightly different reality, each thinking that they are the only one of us to exist. But what does that mean for us? What does it mean for our universe? If the multiverse exists, then our universe is not uniquely fine-tuned for life. It only appears that way because life could only form and exist in a universe where conditions allowed for it. The question, why are the laws of physics so perfectly tuned for life, is irrelevant. We have to live in a life-friendly universe, otherwise we wouldn't exist in the first place. There may also be a countless number of sterile, lifeless, stillborn realities that are out there as well. It's a concept that hits deeper than it first seems. The multiverse doesn't just make the universe bigger, it forces us to rethink our place in it. If every possible version of you exists somewhere, shaped by different choices or different physics, then what makes this version special? Does identity hold up if there are endless variations of the same person? It's a strange, mind-bending idea, and one that science is still struggling to fully understand. Still, the multiverse might be one of the most promising ideas we have for explaining some of the biggest mysteries in physics. The equations don't require it, but they don't rule it out either. And in science, if math allows for a possibility, even if it's a strange one, it's worth exploring. Similar to the concept of a warp drive, a concept that the godless universe explored in a previous video. But there are many skeptics, and for good reasons. If the multiverse exists beyond what we can see, touch, or measure, how do we test it? How do we prove any of what the multiverse theory is suggesting? For now, we can't. It may remain forever in the realm of the theoretical, elegant, seductive, and unreachable. Some physicists argue that theories which have no testable predictions shouldn't even be considered science, while others suggest that every scientific revolution began with ideas that seemed untestable at their inception. But there are subtle clues. Some cosmologists believe that imprints in the cosmic microwave background, the leftover radiation from the Big Bang, could contain clues to interactions with other universes. Others wonder whether black holes, dark matter, or the strange uniformity of the universe could be signs of deeper physics. Physics that only makes sense if our universe is just one part of a much larger multiverse. The multiverse offers more than just a new theory, it gives an entirely new perspective. A way to reimagine reality, not as a closed box, but a structure that is inexplicably vast and limitless. A branching tree of alternate realities cascading endlessly into infinity. It invites us to embrace new ideas and concepts, to question our understanding of existence and all of the wondrous possibilities there may be. I'd like to thank you for joining us in our investigation of the concept of the multiverse, and I invite you back for our next episode of A Godless Universe.